Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. For the past few weeks I've been working on a special project that's been sort of one of those things I wanted to do for a while, and I finally got around to doing it. Anyway, let me tell you all about it. Last year I did a New Brunswick Four Corners tour. Basically, it took me to the four corners of New Brunswick, and I had to take photographs at each corner, get gas receipts near the corner, etc., etc. Anyway, it was an interesting trip, and it was a fantastic weekend. I really liked it, and I thought, man, I should do one of those in Nova Scotia. But when I checked, there was no Nova Scotia Four Corners tour. So I thought, well, if there isn't one, I need to develop one. So that's what I've been doing. And the process started with selecting the four corners, because Nova Scotia is not exactly a square or a rectangle, but there's obviously a point that's the most northern point in the province, a most easterly point, a most westerly, and a most southerly. Anyway, so I started looking for them, and I found that some of the actual point, let's say the northern point, is Cape North. Well, there's nothing out there. There's not even a road to get there. So I had to sort of revise my thinking and look for some other options. And I decided I would look for a community or landmark that was closest to each of the four corners. And so I did. And I found that the most northern community in Nova Scotia is Meat Cove. So Meat Cove became my north corner. Within Meat Cove, I had to look for a landmark. Well, there's not much in Meat Cove. There's a campground, and of course there's the Meat Cove Chowder Hut. So the Chowder Hut became my landmark for Meat Cove. And then I looked at each of the other corners and did something similar. After selecting the four corners, I then had to develop some rules. And a couple of people mentioned to me that they weren't sure if they wanted to ride to Meat Cove. And they said, how's the road there, Cal? You know, is it gravel? Is it paved? Well, I've ridden to Meat Cove, and fortunately I did have a video of that ride. But of course it wasn't discussing some of the things that I now needed. So I had to re-edit the video and focus on the road itself and discuss what was relevant to my Four Corners tour. Then I needed a website. So if you look at the TV behind me, you will see my website. I'll pull over to the side so we can talk about this. So this website has the home page, which talks about, gosh, I really got to move out of the way here. The background, what got me into looking at this tour. The tour itself. And some comments about our province. Then I go into the landmarks, the four landmarks that I've chosen, which would be we'll see here, the Chowder Hut is the north, the east corner is the Fortress of Louisbourg, the south corner is the Old Stone United Baptist Church in Clark's Harbour, and the western corner is the Breer Island Lodge. these destinations are interesting destinations for any biker. So I'm really happy with the selection. So after developing that, then I decided we should do the rules. So the rules are simple. It's open to all motorcyclists. The first thing is all four corners as a designated landmark, and you must submit photo proof through an online submission form of each location. 2 photographs must be included with each location. The corners can be visited in any order. Okay, the 2 photos. A photo of the landmark with either your motorcycle or you and your motorcycle. And a photo of a receipt from a gas station within 50-kilometer radius of the landmark with both timestamp and location visible. And the third item, important item, is that all 4 corners must be completed in one riding season in order to receive a digital certificate as proof and bragging rights that you completed the Nova Scotia 4 Corners Tour. So right here is a link. Photos must be submitted on our submission form. Please click on the link below. Here's our link. And there's the form. You just put in your name, your email address, which corner or corners you visited. Well, I think you should do one for each corner. And then upload a file. 2 photographs, one of the corner, one for your gas receipts. If you want, you can give your hometown and your year, make, and model of your motorcycle. If you have a passenger, you can include their first and last name. That's the form. Now, if you send that in and do everything properly, I'll send you a digital certificate. And this certificate, I will have your name here. So it will be Billy Blow. This to certify that during the 2024 riding season, Billy rode a motorcycle to all 4 corners of Nova Scotia as defined in the Nova Scotia 4 Corners Tour regulations and is awarded this certificate, signed and dated with a congratulatory seal. Then, if you're wondering about the road, you can go into the videos, and the video will focus on the ride and the road quality, and you'll see whether it's gravel or pavement. Especially this was important for the Mead Cove corner because there is some gravel, and I did have some questions about that. So if you go there, I show the gravel portion in real time when I rode it. So it's really easy to make a decision. Easy to make a decision if you want to do that ride or not. Then, of course, there's the Fortress of Louisbourg. And the road there is great. It's just asphalt. But I did want to acquaint you with the entrance to the site and the fact that you don't have to pay unless you want to go in through and visit the fortress itself. But you can go to the parking lot and get your photograph, and there's no charge. Anyway, that's it. Then, if while you're in Nova Scotia, if you're visiting Nova Scotia, and you want to know about other things, I've included links to some things that you may enjoy, like our scenic byways. the Sunrise Trail, the Cabot Trail, Marine Drive on the Eastern Shore, the Lighthouse Route. I've included our national and provincial parks in case you may want to visit them. I've talked about some ride to eat ideas like our Chowder Trail and the Lobster Trail. And of course, places to eat. I couldn't omit the Chowder Hut in Meads Cove since you're going to be there. There's the Sou'wester Restaurant in Peggy's Cove, which has the view of the lighthouse. It's one of those things you have to do. And then I've listed some Nova Scotia attractions. The world's largest fiddle in Sydney, the Blue Nose in Lunenburg, or the ship Hector in Pictou. And this site will be evolving. So you can stay up to date with the site. And the simplest way to do that is to go to our social media. And we have a Facebook group. We have Facebook and Instagram and our website. So I hope you come to Nova Scotia if you're a visitor, or if you are a Nova Scotian. I really hope that you decide to do this tour. I think it'll be fun. Anyway, that's it. I'll slide back over, and thank you for watching this video, and I hoped you enjoyed it and you found it informative. And if you liked it, well, give me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. I'll notify you when I make the next video. Anyway, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Remember, keep rubber side down, shiny side up. Bye-bye.